Hello everyone! Today we're going to learn about Constitution Day. Constitution Day is a special day when we celebrate the signing of the United States of America's Constitution. Constitution Day is celebrated every year on September 17th. This is the day in 1787 when the U.S. Constitution was signed. The U.S. Constitution is the supreme law of the United States. It sets out the rules for how the government works and guarantees certain rights to the people. The U.S. Constitution was written during the Constitutional Convention in Philadelphia, Pennsylvania, where 55 delegates from the 12 states gathered to create a new government. Philadelphia, Pennsylvania is where the Constitution was written and signed. The city is known as the birthplace of the American democracy. The Liberty Bell, located in Philadelphia, is a symbol of the American independence and freedom, and it's closely associated with the Constitution. The Constitution begins with the powerful words, "We the people," which emphasize that the government's power comes from the citizens. James Madison is often called the father of the Constitution because of his important role in drafting and promoting the document. After the Constitution was signed on September 17, 1787, it had to be ratified or approved by at least 9 states before it could go into effect. This process took almost a year. The Federalist Papers were a series of essays written by Alexander Hamilton, James Madison, and John Jay to support the ratification of the Constitution. The original 13 states were the first to ratify the Constitution, with Delaware being the first state to do so. The Bill of Rights, the first 10 amendments of the Constitution, were added in 1791 to protect individual freedoms, like freedom of speech and religion. Schools across the United States celebrate Constitution Day by teaching students about the Constitution and its importance. The Constitution sets up 3 branches of government: the executive, which is the president, the legislative, which is Congress, and the judicial, which is the Supreme Court, each with its own powers and responsibilities. The Constitution created a system of checks and balances to ensure that no one branch of the government becomes too powerful. The president's role includes signing bills into law, but if the president vetoes a bill, Congress can override the veto with a 2/3 vote. The Supreme Court is the highest court in the United States, and it has the power to decide whether laws are constitutional. The Great Compromise was an agreement during the Constitutional Convention that created a 2/3 House Congress, the Senate, and the House of Representatives. The Constitution has been amended 27 times to address changes in society and government. The first 10 amendments are known as the Bill of Rights. The original U.S. Constitution is on display at the National Archives in Washington, D.C., where millions of people visit each year. The Constitution established the right to vote, allowing citizens to choose their leaders and to have a say in their government. The preamble of the Constitution is an introduction that outlines the goals of the Constitution, including justice, peace, and liberty. The signing of the Constitution took place on September 17, 1787, with 39 of the 55 delegates signing the document. The Bill of Rights protects many of our freedoms, including freedom of speech, the right to bear arms, and protection against unreasonable searches and seizures. The First Amendment guarantees freedom of speech, press, religion, assembly, and petition, allowing people to express their opinions freely. The Constitutional Convention involved many debates and compromises, including how states would be represented in Congress and how the president would be elected. The 13th Amendment, passed in 1865, abolished slavery in the United States, marking a major change in the Constitution. The Constitution outlines the process of becoming a U.S. citizen, known as naturalization, which includes taking an oath of allegiance to the United States. Many students learn to recite the preamble of the Constitution as part of their studies about American history and government. Constitution Week, which takes place from September 17th to the 23rd, is a time when schools, organizations, and communities celebrate the Constitution with various activities and educational programs. Constitution Day is a reminder of the importance of the rights and freedoms we enjoy as Americans, thanks to the Constitution. It is a day to celebrate our history and the values that unite us as a nation. We hope you enjoyed learning about Constitution Day. Remember, the U.S. Constitution is an important part of our country's history and helps to protect our rights and freedoms. Thank you for learning with me today. If you like this video, please like, share, and subscribe to our channel and share us with your friends. We hope you'll join us again soon for another lesson on Wonder of Learning. Until then, bye-bye.